Hola a todos, yo soy Serpinkin. Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio para Borussia Kings. Esta vez traigo a un invitado especial que ahora es mi primer invitado de la Kings Alemania, que por si no saben, yo cubro la Kings League Alemania. Este jugador es uno de los goleadores importantes de G2 FC. También es una gran persona, un gran amigo para mí que lo acabo de conocer hace poco. Y pues no es nada menos que mi gran amigo Artin. Artin, how are you?
Hi, how's everyone? All good, all good. Thank you for asking.
All right. All right. Nomás para la gente, pues vamos a hacer la entrevista en inglés porque pues se siente más cómoda así. Arti sí me entiende un poco en español, pero es mejor que hablemos mejor en inglés. Voy a dejar los subtítulos para esta entrevista para la gente que quiera entender en español o en alemán también. Pero sí, vamos a hacer la entrevista en inglés. All right, Artin, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
All
go.
right, man. All right, so my first question for you, where are you from?
Uh, I am from. A lot of people think I'm German because I'm playing in Germany, but I don't know if you saw the interviews. A lot of the interviews, I was struggling a little bit with my German
Yeah.
because I'm originally from Iran and I grew up in the UAE.
Oh, okay. So basically you will
Yeah.
be like the first Iran player in the Kings League Germany, basically.
Could be. I don't know if I am the first because I think there's another player in this year, but I think maybe from last year, yeah, I was the first. But there was another player from Istanbul United this year, I think, who was also Iranian. His name is Amir, I think.
Oh, Amir. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
29.
remember him. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
He will
yeah.
be the second one, basically.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I hope I'm
Uh,
the first.
yeah. All right. So from Iran. All right. Uh, what made you like football over there in Iran, or I don't know if you grew up football over there
I grew up in Dubai, in
on
UAE.
Dubai.
So yeah, so my whole childhood was Dubai since I was maybe like 1 years old, 6 months, I would say. We traveled to Dubai, or even like 8 months, I'm not really sure. But from then until 18, I was the whole time in Dubai playing football. A lot of people think because Dubai is rich and this, there's no football, but I can promise you, like one of the main like focuses there for young kids who grow up there is football, just like myself. We go out and we play football. There's a lot of pitches. In Dubai, it's different. You have to pay for the pitches,
Oh,
and we
okay.
have to go, and in the weekend we pay to play like seven aside and stuff. And there's so much football clubs, so professional. So yeah, it's a good step in football, but obviously Germany is different level.
Yeah, so it's kind of here like in the United States that you have to pay to rent a field or something. So yeah, now I understand how in Saudi it's over
Yeah.
there then.
Yeah, exactly. In Dubai, they try to a lot of their ideas is to replicate a bit of the US and how life is. So that's why they try. That's why even like main language in Dubai is English, I would say. Obviously,
Oh, okay.
Arabic is their first language, the citizens of UAE, like the people who come from UAE. But I think English is the most like spoken language in Dubai. That's why everyone there is fluent, and yeah,
Oh, okay, I
that's why.
see. What was your first position in over there in Dubai?
The first team, you mean, or
I like the position that position you started playing.
position I played? Wow, I don't know if you could tell, but my first position would have been center back in Dubai. I was a center
Oh.
back.
Oh, so you went from
Yeah, that
center
was
back
my
all the way to striker position.
the striker. Exactly. Yes, it's a little bit. So I was center back, and then slowly, took a step
Oh.
forward every time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see. And at what age you ended up becoming striker?
To be honest with you, even until now in 11 aside, which is like big pitches, I'm still a center mid, which is box to box. I play number 8. So
Oh,
I am
okay.
box to box. So I defend and I attack. Most of the times I also do play number 6, which is holding midfielder.
Okay.
I also play CDM. But in Kings League, the pitch is smaller and I'm usually a player who runs more in the big pitches. So I don't know, it came good together and it just, it started like it started clicking in the first season. So since then, I've always just been like striker, and like since then, I've always like tried to score the goals in Kings League. But usually in 11 aside, I'm still a midfielder.
Oh, okay. So I see. So all those skills basically it all came up to one position and it ended up working for small side football.
Exactly. Exactly. So the thing is, I don't know if you noticed, a lot of the times the commentators would say all rounder, good defensive, good attack, like both. The benefit of this was when I was younger, I was a defender, so I learned like how to defend and how to, stay composed when like someone is attacking you. And at the same time, the more I grew older, the more I wanted to go offensive. So when I went into the offensive positions, I learned how to do, a lot of the skills and this and that. So it's like a good mix of like a player like Roulette, Ruud Roulette, like it's a good mix altogether that they say, oh, he's an all rounder, and yeah, I think playing all those positions, like it just started like helping me to get better, and just yeah, it just started clicking in Kings League.
Oh, okay, I see then. Not bad actually. Then I actually has like met a lot of players who have passed from center backs all the way to strikers, but I never met like a player who
Yeah,
has been defensive, center back defensive, a six player. That's why I was thinking like, man, he actually plays all these positions. And then I never met a
yeah.
player like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of players who go from center back to striker because obviously they chest the ball, and like they have like good qualities as a defender. I think that's also really important as a striker to have the like. It's very similar, but not a lot of midfielders are playing all the
Yeah.
positions. So yeah, you're right. It's kind of rare, but I'm glad that I can do all of it.
Ah,
It's a
okay, I
blessing.
see. So, what was your first team over there in Dubai?
My first team in Dubai is a team that's called La Liga HPC. It's the first team that I was registered in. So there was a few teams when I was younger. So when I was younger, I played in Shawab Al Ahli,
Oh,
but the rules and regulations are very different in UAE because you don't come from UAE. In our time, it was very difficult to get registered because you needed the passport and you needed like the citizenship of the country to get registered. It was way easier for them. It was a little bit harder for us, so that's why we always trained with them. A lot of like players who are not from UAE. I always trained with the clubs and the professional academies, but the only academy I was able to register with was La Liga HPC, which I
okay.
don't know if they have a team now in the second division of Dubai, if I'm not sure. So yeah, so with that academy, I started my football journey.
Okay, how was that experience in that team?
Uh, I had for me, one of the most important coaches for football for me, Coach Sarko,
Mm.
and he's currently in U17 of the national team of Iraq, I think, for the under 17s. Uh, I think it was one of my best experiences because I don't know if you've heard of it. It was one of the few teams that would go from Dubai, and they would go for training camps in Spain, Marbella.
Oh
So
yeah.
that was like, yeah, that was a very amazing experience from Dubai to fly to Marbella and have a training camp there and experience all these like professional facilities, and it was amazing. And I would say I was there for 3 years or something, 3 to 4 years, and my he is one of the most influential coaches, I would say, that brought me to the step, Coach Sarko. So it was very important for my footballing career because he is also one of the first coaches that registered me into his academy.
Yeah.
Because it was very difficult in the UAE, and yeah, so
Okay, I
very,
see.
very important.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see. What was your age in that current status? Were you younger or you were already older?
In this time frame, I was 15 when I first registered with La Liga. I was 15, 14 or 15. I'm not sure. And it's a little bit late because the players who come from UAE, they usually are already at 12, 13. They're already registered in the clubs, and they play at a very good level. But for me, I would say 15 to 16 is, I think, when I started training with La Liga, when I started playing with them, matches and
Oh,
stuff.
oh, okay, I see. And did you ever made it to professional during that era you had?
I was, until I was 18 years old, I was in the second division of UAE. So the way it works is the UAE is Pro League,
Oh,
first division, and second division. So there's now there's more. I think now there's fourth division also. I'm not sure, third division maybe. But in when I was in the UAE at 18, it was Pro League, first division, and second division. So I played at that time in the second division at 18 years old, which was with the men's. It was the third league in Dubai. So it was not professional. It was semi-professional. It was one before professional. So first division is professional. So I
okay.
was one under it. Yeah.
Okay, and that was
The
the max you managed to stay?
the max I managed to be was semi-professional in Dubai. I recently, before my injury, I was training with a first division team, which they did wanted to give me a contract, and for the preseason they wanted to start the new season with me. But after my injury, I have to I have to look
Recovered.
for other options. Yeah, yeah, I have to recover.
Yeah, yeah, that's a sad part from there. I saw that injury. Well, I didn't saw it because I was doing something else in my computer, but I was watching the game, and
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what happened to Artin? Like, what? And I
yeah,
was like, oh no, he got injured. And since I had you in my, the Kings League Germany fantasy, I
yeah. The
had
fantasy, yeah.
I had you. And I was like, no, my boy got injured.
Yeah. The problem is, a lot of times when they are very aggressive, I'm not a player who likes to just like flop,
Yeah,
and so as soon as I did get injured, a lot of my friends said, "Ah, we knew something was wrong because you don't go down for no reason." So
yeah.
yeah, it's very difficult in the moment.
Okay, I see. And did you enjoy playing in that second division league that you managed to stay?
Yes, I didn't really play much. I think I joined them at the end of the season, towards like the end of the season. So I played like 3 or 4 games. I After that I took a very huge step, which is Division 4 in Germany,
Uh,
which is Regionalliga. I'm sure, I don't know. Have you heard of it? I'm sure you have heard of it, or
yeah, Daniel Dressen talked to me about it a few weeks ago
yeah,
since he also played there. So yeah, I remember the name of the league.
yeah, Regionalliga. So there's in Germany there's 5 sectors, I would say. So 5 different regions, and this is one of like really high levels in Germany. When you play Regionalliga, it's very competitive. There's very, very talented players. Usually, players from these leagues go up to second Bundesliga, first Bundesliga, and they slowly take steps. So I did, after my second division team, I joined a Regionalliga team, BAK. BAK's 07 is what it
Zero
was called.
seven, yeah.
And yeah, it's in Regionalliga Nordors. And the problem was, I started really good preseason, everything was perfect, and they changed the coaches, and the new coach didn't really respect how I played, and because in Germany they like safe players, and
Oh
I'm very
yeah.
like risky, and like breaking the lines and always dribbling like in dangerous positions. So I didn't really get playing time during this period. So I think for about 4 to 5 months, I was not also on the bench. I was completely in the.
Of
So
the
I was
team.
not picked in the weekends. Yes, I was not picked for the teams. So this was a very hard time. But this was, maybe I would say, the highest level that I did play in, which was Division 4. But unfortunately, I didn't have any game time in this period.
Mm. And you didn't find
Yeah.
another team during that league?
During that time, no, because I think the team that I was in was also last place, so they were not
Uh,
really the best team. So yeah, it was a bad look for my name. Obviously, they think he's not a good player because he's not starting there, and it's one of the worst teams of the league. So where it was very hard. So I think for like 5 to 6 months, I was without a club, and after that, just for fun joined my friend's team, like Division 7, and then the next year went to a Division 6 team, which was two divisions lower, but still I would say in the same level of intensity. Just Division 4 is a little bit more high.
Okay, I see then. So
Yeah.
comparing both leagues from what's it called, the both leagues that you played, which one you like the most?
Regional Liga is, so the difference I would say is the second division in Dubai. The facilities are better. The grass pitches, because usually Dubai is always warm, so
Yeah.
they maintain the grass way better. It's always professional facilities that you play in, but there is no fans. There is some teams they don't pay. Some teams don't pay regularly, and so much different issues I would say. But one of the best things about that is they have the best facilities maybe around the world, with football pitches, with footballs, with training pitches. It's one of the best. But compared to Regionalliga, it's just Regionalliga is different level intensity, different level of physicality, different level of football. Uh, some of the most underrated players I think I have ever seen in my life, they play in Regionalliga, and Germany is, oh, it's amazing. The level is too high. So I would say the difference is the facilities. Maybe in Dubai is better, but everything else, the fans, the atmosphere, the level, the quality of football is different in Germany. Germany is one of the best, I would say, with England in terms of like lower leagues.
Yeah, I agree with you then. So so yeah, that's an interesting fact then. So my other question is, are you currently retired or are you still playing for
No,
pro?
so a lot of people they say like after Kings League and stuff that you don't want to go back to professional football. But for me personally, Kings League was a step to
Mhm.
reach my professional football. So I wanted to use it as like a step to reach professional, because it's my dream still to play 11 aside. I love the format of Kings League. I love the intensity. I love the hype that it has. But I also really love 11 aside, because I'm usually a runner, I run around the
Yeah.
field, and Kings League is a lot of run and stop, run and stop. So it's very different, the football. So I would say no, I'm not retired, and I think more of my focus will be on 11 aside when I'm back, hopefully.
Okay, I see. So your plan is to obviously like try to get back for G2 and hopefully you can go back to 11 then.
Exactly. So hopefully the plan for next season is, if obviously G2 and they still want me, and they treat me very very good. I feel at home with G2. So if they still want me and we still can do something even after the injury, for sure G2 is one of my biggest steps in football, I would say. And from there, hopefully I can reach to professional. And yeah, it's my dream to play in a professional standard.
Okay, I see then. All right, so my other question is, what was the hardest part about this experience in 11 from coming from Dubai and then going to Germany?
I would say the hardest part about this was the physicality and the intensity of German football. The switch of direct football. So in Dubai, they play very technical football. So it's not very intense because it's a little bit more warm and stuff. So it's not very intense, or there's not much physicality. There's more like technical play. So it's like coming to Germany helped me because it gave me a mix of physicality, and I already had the technical from Dubai. So for me, it was a very very hard change to change from being like a technical player to also having to fight in the 50-50s, and be more physical, and experience European football. It was maybe one of the hardest things, but also one of the things that helped me grow the most in football, I would say, is adding the physicality to my game, and being more aggressive. And yeah, that's all I would say.
Okay, not bad then. That's a good facts right there, not gonna lie. Comparing both leagues and then
Yeah,
adding physicality to your ability that maybe you never like played before. So yes, it's a good thing
exactly.
that a player does that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so my other question is, which well, I'm not sure if it ended up happening, but you never ended up playing with your national team, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, not yet. With my Iranian national team, you mean 11 aside, or with Kings League, with the German national team?
Well, I didn't saw you in the German national team, sadly, but it will be 11-11
Yeah.
then.
11-11. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't yet experienced it. There's a lot of political issues in our
Yeah.
country right now, and yeah, it's very difficult for a young player like me to go there and then come back to live in Dubai and then live in Europe. So unfortunately not, but I would love to one day represent my national team. It's everyone's dream, I think, no,
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
play for the
definitely.
national team. So. Yeah, so not yet, but hopefully very soon in a few years.
Since we were talking about the German one, so you basically are allowed to play for the German national team in the Kings League then?
That's the problem. I was selected to play for them, but because of the rules and regulations of the German nationality, I wasn't allowed to travel with the team to play with them.
Hmm.
And yeah, I was selected to play, but unfortunately, I am not fully a German citizen yet. So that's why I wasn't able to. I have to be here for minimum 5 years
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah to have the citizenship and then I think I would be eligible to play for them. So it would also be a dream. Why not?
Okay, so Francisco basically had you in mind then what for when he made the election.
Right. Yes. So they tried a lot. Francisco tried a lot, and Ron, my manager, also they were really trying with the manager who was Wenzel. I'm sure you know him.
Yeah,
And
Benson.
they really tried to convince him, but I think at the end there was a few rules that didn't allow me to play for the national team, and unfortunately it couldn't happen. But I was in the camp, in the training camp, and they really wanted me. So yeah, unfortunately, didn't happen.
Yeah, I remember because since I have one friend who helps me with Borussia Kings in on Twitter and stuff, he told me, "Hey man,
Yeah,
like I don't know you want us to announce Artin for the national team, but we're seeing that he's playing over here in the camp." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I haven't heard anything that he's gonna be announced, but we can put it as a rumor." And we put you as a rumor in one of my posts, I
yeah,
remember. And then some people were telling me like, but he didn't got elected, and I said, yeah, but we don't want to post the pictures because we don't know we're allowed. Because like for example, now Borussia Kings, us, we have like collaborations with Germany, so we don't really want to lose like that
yeah,
friendship, even though we're allowed to post
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
we want. So well, I decided as owner of the account, I said, yeah, let's not post for we cannot get in trouble. So we just announced that he's just training on the camp
yeah,
as a rumor, and we don't know if he's gonna get elected. But yeah, we knew that you were
yeah,
gonna be in the national team, but we were not 100% sure.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, because of the rules and stuff, I wasn't able to play. But I think after my season, I was one of the main players who should have gone, but
Yeah, because if
unfortunately,
I'm
it didn't
cor
happen. But it's
If I'm correct, there was
yeah,
three players that could have won. I know it was you. Liner, I remember that he told me he didn't want to go because of family stuff. And I remember one more, but I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was one defender, but I know there was like three people that could have went.
yeah, yeah. There was three that Morris Leitner didn't go because of, as you said, like family.
Yeah.
And me, it was more so and the other one was Aaron Seidel, who
Oh,
was
Sindo,
injured.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was him, me, and Morris Leitner. But yeah, I was ready. I was super fit, but unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Yeah, because I was looking at the Germany like all the stats of all of you and stuff, and I was like, well, now, I'm not gonna be mean that saying that no one deserves because for me I think like everyone deserves to win. But for example, when
Yeah,
I saw that
exactly.
Yari Stambao was gonna be, and I was like, I mean, well, Cactus Kickers didn't do well, but he did score a few goals. So that's when I put all the pieces together and I said, so maybe that's why Liner didn't win. Maybe Artin didn't get elected, and Sindel,
Yeah,
well. Sendo was selected, but he got injured, so we thought it was the substitution for him, and it ended up being the substitution for Sendo.
Yeah, yeah. So Tambo was towards the end. I think he was the
Yeah,
substitution for Aaron Seidel, and big respect to Tambo. Really, really nice guy. So uh, yeah, I think because of the rules. Otherwise, maybe with all respect to Tambo and nothing against
yeah.
him, maybe I think I was going to take his place if it did go through. But I'm also glad that he got his chance. You know, really respectful person. So I have nothing but respect for him.
Yeah, because now I remember actually, now that I remember, yeah, it was gonna be like three strikers if I'm correct. Because I know it was Sequinho,
Yeah, yeah,
it was Ismac, and then it was Yaris Tambao. So maybe could have if another time like it would have been you, it would have been Sequinho, and it would have been Sendo, basically. Now that I think about it.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So it was between us three, and yeah. But it's all good. Hopefully, next year if there is, maybe by then I can have my papers, and why not?
Yeah,
Germany is also a dream.
because when I saw like the rule stats, like for example, for me, when my national team of United States, I remember some people were telling me like, "Oh, is Gabriel Costa gonna play?" Like, I think you remember him from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
games.
Or the Brazil. He's also Brazilian
Yeah, people were
or
telling me like,
Portuguese.
yeah, Brazil. He's from he has Brazil nationality as well. They were telling me from a few players. They were like, is Gabriel Costa gonna play for Brazil or he's gonna play for the United States? And I said, I'm not sure because I don't have much contact with him. I said, but knowing him, he's gonna choose us because he has more roots for USA than what Brazil.
Yes, yes, I saw.
Yeah,
Crazy player, by the way. Very, very good player.
yeah, definitely. And then who else? I
Yeah.
think Rock Van Cells, for example, that I didn't knew he was from over here. I thought he was actually a Spain player. But when I heard he was
Yeah.
gonna be announced, I was like, hold on. I said, is he really from the USA? Until I investigated him and someone close from him, they told me that yeah, he's from over here from the United States. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah. Good players, no? You'd be shocked. A lot of players in Kings League, I think a lot of players have double nationality, if I'm not wrong. So
Yeah.
it's very nice that, Kings League is also a little bit like more relaxed on the rules of double nationality. So yeah, it's crazy. So many good players. It's not normal.
Yeah, like me, for example, I have double nationality. I got the Mexican nationality and I was born in the United States. But the difference between me and the people like who are Hispanic over here, well, I don't even know the nickname they call us pochos, basically. But which means
Okay, I don't know. I'm not.
it basically means like a person who thinks they're Hispanic but they're not, or like a Mexican but they're not.
Ah, okay,
So,
okay, okay.
for
Yeah,
example, with my case, like I speak Spanish really fluently, but I still get called like that. And even though I have said like the difference is that like there's a lot of people over here that they pretend to be Mexicans, but they don't speak Spanish or they don't know the
but
culture.
they don't speak.
So
Yeah,
that's why a
yeah,
lot of them, like the actual traditional Mexicans, they confuse stuff. And I have always said sometimes when I'm streaming, I said the difference, like with my case, is that I come from a family that actually speaks Spanish, and I got teach Spanish really
Spanish.
fluently.
Yeah,
And
exactly,
and instead of
exactly.
struggling with Spanish, I struggled with English all the way to my fourth year, and from there I started to
Yeah,
level up to I dominate
learning
both
English.
languages.
Yeah. Would you play for Mexico or USA if you had the chance?
Well, when I used to play, I really wanted to play for Mexico, but now growing up with a
Okay.
mentality, I have said that whichever national team chooses me, then I represent them. But for example, let's say if I would to make a
Very
pro,
good.
and let's say I had to play against Mexico, under my opinion, I would have not like celebrated the goal. I would just be like this.
Just like respect. Yeah,
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 because I have a true love for the Mexican culture. I have always said I haven't managed to
yeah,
travel to Mexico yet because of everything that's going on. But I have always said I always
yeah,
want to meet my roots, my people, because I feel more identified
yeah.
with the Mexican culture than what I do with the U.S. With all respect.
Obviously, you feel more at home. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
but
Nice man.
yeah. So going back, so now I think we can finally move on to the Kings League topic.
Yeah.
How did you manage to join the Kings League, or in better words, how did G2 contact you?
Wow. If everyone that I tell this story, they
Mhm.
so basically I'm a Muslim,
Muslim?
and
Oh,
I
okay.
really believe in Yeah, I really believe in God's work, and I believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put me in the right moment, in the right time, in the right place. So I would say one friend of mine that I played with in Division 4, Regional Liga in BK,
Mhm.
Gian Giggs. I think you know Gian Uchar.
Oh,
He's
Gian
our
Ucha,
captain.
yeah, the captain, right?
Yeah, yeah, he's our captain. He was with them in the first season
Mhm.
of Kings League. He was with them, so he knew me from before, and he also would come from time to time to train with our Division 6 team because it's all in Berlin. It's all in the same city in Berlin. So he would come from time to time to train with us, and we started to talk more and become more friends and stuff. And he called me on random Thursday, I think, and G2 was preparing for Kings League, and they were missing one player, and it was the deadline day, and they had to submit a player. So they talked to a player from Netherlands. I think they wanted a player from Netherlands. The deal didn't happen. He canceled on G2, and they were missing a player, and they had to submit everything on that day. They had to register a player. So it was around like 2 or 3, and I was working.
Oh, okay.
So I was playing. I play football in Division 6, and I was also working a part-time job to make some money so you can save on the side. So he calls me and he tells me, "Hey, there's training with this team. Would you want to come?" So normally, players from Berlin have to travel 5 hours to Köln. So it's a
Oh,
different
okay.
city in Germany, but it's a long way with train and with bus sometimes. So it's long back and forth. So you have to go and then in the weekend come back. So that's like 10 or 11 hours every weekend you have to be on the way. Sometimes more if the train has a delay or if the bus is taking its time to reach to the cities. So I they offered me, they didn't offer me, but behind the scenes I heard like there's this much money, and at first I was like, I don't know if it's worth it, but he told me it's okay, just come and train and see what they say. I said okay, no problem. So I finished work, rushed home, and with my bike I went to training. It was like 20 minutes, and arrived in training, trained very well, and Malik really liked me in the first session, and Ron was not there. The manager was not there, but Malik was there, and Malik was like, "Yeah, you're gonna love him. He's everything we need, and we go with him." And they both agreed, and they called me the same time. So I reached home after 20-30 minutes. They gave me a call, and they said, "Hey, would you like to play for us this season? We really like you, and we really want you in the team." I said, "Yeah, no problem," and negotiated the money, and I agreed to it. And yeah, that's how they found me. And it was very crazy during the first match day. This is a little like inside information, I will say.
Yeah.
So on the way there was a few like things that happened, and I had to go and apologize to the manager for something that happened. So
Uh,
it was a little bit like shaky. From the first experience. It was not a good impression from me. Like I said something, and then we went to the football pitch. Directly as we reached there in Köln, we had a friendly match with Futbolista Locos, which
oh.
I think they are not there anymore this season, but they were there last season and they were the champions of the first season. Not champions, but the
Mhm.
winners of the cup. So we played against each other friendly game, and I didn't know the format, I didn't know the rules, I didn't know anything about Kings League. So I didn't look on my phone, nothing. We just went in the arena, we changed, and they said we have to play because we were very late also. So we reached, and he Malik chose me as the second player.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of pressure for me. I don't know how it works and how everything is. And I made a mistake, and they scored. Futbolista Loco scored from my mistake. Then I got the ball. I made another mistake, and they almost scored, but the goalkeeper saved it. And I got, I think, another ball in 7 versus 7. I tried to dribble in my penalty area. They almost scored again, and they subbed me out. They said, "Come out, like you're doing too much and stuff." So the game kept going. I think I came in also towards like the end. I scored a goal, and we were losing like 6-1. and then we came back to 7-6. So that was our first friendly game. We beat them 7-6, even though we were losing 6-1. So the mentality was already there from the team. So after that, you can already imagine the next day was match day. So I was like almost like the last player on the bench because I had a very bad day.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because one of my friends, he was there. He was telling me, "Oh yeah, there's this new player from the G2 God. Like, I don't know much about him, but I don't think he's gonna play much." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, let's see if they put him in." But now that I know this,
Yeah.
now I understand why in that first match that you
Yeah.
didn't. You were
I
last
was
man.
outside. Exactly. Exactly. So it's very crazy. The thing is, I knew I am one of the best. It's always like I don't try to be arrogant, but I had a lot of self-confidence. So I knew I was one of the best and I knew I had to play. So it was a little bit hard to see like, I'm not playing, I'm not starting. And then the first game, I'm sure you watch it like if you go and watch it again, I get in the game and I'm trying to, get a rhythm and slowly, each sequence I'm doing better and better and better, and it reaches the 2v2 where Kevin Morero he
Already.
intercepts the ball and he passes it to me. This is why I say I believe everything is God's work. He passed it to me and the defender hit it and it hit my leg, it hit the post, it came back to me and the goal is empty. So after this situation, after I scored this, it's again it's now 1v1. So one player has to go down. Usually I thought in my mind maybe Kevin has to do it because that's who they wanted, but Malik looked at me and he said you stay. So as I'm going to go out, he looks at me and he says stay in the pitch and do your thing. I said, okay. And the confidence from the coach is one of the best things ever. So after he told me to stay and the 1v1, the rest, like, I believed in myself. And since then, it's just working.
Ah, okay, I see. So yeah, it only took you what, like that match to just get adapted, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So usually like it's harder for other players, but no, I believed. I think personally for me it's mentally more important than physically, and that's why football is 80% in your head, and then your foot is just the tool. So I think mentally I was really ready, so that's why since the game I was there.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you're right about the mentality because, like, for example, in Mexico, there's like a lot of players that play obviously like professional foot seven or they play TST and all that. But when it comes to Kings
Yeah,
League, they don't know how to play without the offside rule, and they
yeah,
don't do
exactly,
much. And in Germany, for example, like for me, it's more competitive because all players they have played mixed with 11 and foot seven, and they know how to play with offside
exactly.
and offside.
Exactly, exactly. So it's crazy. Like people here, they die for football. It's crazy here. So it's different level. That's why.
Okay, I see. And how did you feel in your first competition in the Kings Germany Cup?
Right. For me, it was a lot of these years. Playing in Division 4 and second division. I knew I was always a good player, but I was never seen, by the
Hmm.
public or like, nobody really saw that, okay, he's a good player. So it hurt me very much. And to get this chance to get this blessing to show that, hey, I can really play with the good players. I can really hold my ground. It was for me like a dream, to be there and to show like what I can do and how good I really am. So for me it was a dream come true to play and to win, and wow, it was amazing.
Yeah, and you came as a franchise player, if I'm correct, right?
Uh, what do you mean? What do you mean as a franchise?
Okay, so well, I don't know if it's still in Germany, but for example, the first couple seasons in Spain, you can elect like three top players, for example, and those are
Ah, wild card,
wild
wild
cards. Yeah,
card. Yeah, no, no, no. The first season I was a draft player,
draft
and the
player.
second season I was a wild card. So this season I was a wild card.
Oh, okay, okay, I see. So for
Yeah,
now, according to you, then you still have wild cards then, basically.
I hope so. I hope so. It's a good prestige to have. It's nice.
Yeah, because for example, like a lot of people were telling me, they're like, "Does Germany have like walkers?" I said, "We do. The only thing is according, well, to me, I feel like it's kind of like the other leagues. Like we don't have walkers like exactly like that, but we do at the same
Yeah.
time because we don't
Yeah,
have a
exactly. So
draft.
they bring yeah,
Yeah,
so they bring like Marcelo and these like big players and yeah, but we have our own separate like players who made like, you know, a small name for themselves in the league and yeah.
yeah, and it's how I was telling my fans. I was like, I'm not. Well, I don't know how to explain it because, like, for me, it feels like we don't have wildcards, but we do at the same time. Because I don't, like, it's how I give them an example. I said like with Kevin Moreira, like the one well, not Kevin Moreira, Danny Bloom actually in the first season
Hmm.
he was a wildcard, but then they brought someone else, and then he switched to draft, and that was my confused part. So I'm like, we can do that in Germany, like. Because in
Yeah,
other leagues we
yeah.
can, but in Germany we can't. I was all confused until I asked Daniel Dresen in that time. He was like, "Yeah, since we don't have like an actual draft like other leagues, so we do that like if a player gets injured or a new player's trying to come in, so we do switch like that."
Yes, yes. So, yeah, just to try and fit into the rules, that's what a lot of teams do. They try to switch
Mhm.
the players so that they can also bring a different player, you know, if a player gets injured or someone is missing for the weekend. So that's something they try to do. I think juniors did it a lot this season. They
Yeah.
changed a lot of their players during the season. So, yeah.
Okay, I see. And who was the team you enjoyed playing against?
Tiki Taka.
The Tacos?
Tiki Taka was the team. Yeah, so I played against them twice. I got MVP on both match days, but unfortunately, the second time I got injured against them.
Oh yeah, I remember. So, you scored a goal against, if I'm correct, Fofana, right?
Yes, I scored against Fofana. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, because one of my friends that's one of the questions my friend was telling me. Did he ever score against Fofana? I say, if I remember, yeah. But
yeah. I
so
scored
tiki taka
two against Fofana.
two.
No, I scored three goals against Fofana until
Oh,
now.
almost no one does that
Yeah,
actually. Scoring three goals on him
yeah.
because that guy is a beast. I swear.
He's a beast. Fofana is a beast, and Paul, he's such a lovely guy. You know, outside the field, so respectful, and Paul, he's a beast. If you see him in real life, he's even bigger and
Oh
stronger.
yeah.
You know, so it's impossible to score like a lot of goals. But yeah, I'm glad I can score a bit against him.
Okay, I see. Hold on, let me switch page because I almost forgot.
You're all good, all good.
All right. All right, so y'all made it to playoffs, if I'm correct, on the Kings Cup. How did it feel eliminating Norwood, which he was the favorite team, having Pablo Veguer, one of the best Spain players? How did it feel eliminating them?
Oh, so we played them the first time, I think,
Yeah,
in the group stages, and they destroyed us, you know. And I would say we also could have won that game, but we didn't score, and then slowly they take the lead, and it just keeps going. So uh, for me, it was one of like the biggest stages, semi-final, you know. Everyone is watching, my family and stuff. So to perform like this and to help my team and Paul, it was amazing. It was one of the best feelings I would say, and I think you could see from the celebrations. I was so hyped and so excited, and yeah, it was crazy. They were like the Avengers, you know, and
yeah.
to kick them out of the competition was amazing. To just tell everyone like we are also here, you know, we are also competing. So it was very good to beat them and Paul. It's a dream.
Yeah, I remember when I was streaming, some of my friends were telling me like I feel like G2's not gonna beat Norus, and I was like, cause I was voting for Norus and then cause you know how they were dominating. I
Yeah.
was like, well, Norus has a better team than G2. I said, but I said, since I know some of you, I don't watch Germany. Under my opinion, in Kings League format, G2 have done it better than Norus. Norus dominates in attack, but G2 tactical, they're better. And I said, so who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
G2 could pull up a surprise. I didn't expect y'all were gonna actually like beat them by that type of score, like 12 goals.
Yeah,
So
look.
every
Yeah.
goal that came in, I was like, bro, no way, no
Oh
way
yeah,
that G2 is gonna
yeah, yeah.
be no
So
rules.
yeah, so a lot of people, not just you, obviously, a lot of people
Yeah.
did expect no rules to win, and we were like the underdogs, and we really didn't have anything to lose, you know. So it was less pressure, less like nerves. It was just like, hey, they're the favorites, you know. But we believed we were better. We knew like the whole week
Mhm.
before that we knew we will beat them because we knew they're too arrogant, they're too ahead, and we knew we are very very good together and we can beat them as a team. And it just clicked, you know. And it was amazing feeling to shut everyone up and say, hey, we can also play, you know.
Yeah, I remember because my friend is a fan of Norwich. He was raging in our phone call, and I was like, "Bro,
Yeah,
like no way you to just beat you." And he was all mad,
yeah.
like trying to post the news. He was like, "How about you do it, Serpent?" And I'm like, "No, you do. You're the one who's in charge of the editing, bro."
Yeah, yeah. It's nice. It's nice to to beat the I would say the favorites, you know. It's a different feeling. You feel like very good after it.
Yeah, and then well, I assume after that, yeah, I ended up going against juniors, which I would have wished Eracolana would have actually went to the final because I'm an Eracolana fan. But so
Yeah,
it ended
wow.
up being juniors against y'all G2. How did it feel playing that final and especially going to penalty shootouts?
Oh, so usually what happens is, you know how they have double match days.
Mhm.
So like on the final, in the semifinals, directly you go up to the dressing room and you have like 1 hour, I would say, not even 1 hour, less, like 30-40 minutes to sit, relax, and to start again from zero. So I would say to go from one of the most intense matches, which was no rules, where we all gave everything on the pitch, to go up and slowly recover and go back into another finals against such a team like Juniors. It was very, very difficult, but I think everyone was there, you know, mentally, physically, everyone was ready in the team, and it's just crazy. And the nerves in the penalty shootout, I think for me it's the most nervous I was. You could see I didn't
Yeah.
take the first five penalties. Yeah, I didn't take because I missed one against Fofana, and then the week before the semifinals, during training, I missed, I think, like six from seven shootouts. So I said, no way. If we go, I am not taking it. So that's why you see in the first five, I didn't take it. I just let the team take it, and I don't know. I guess God put it for me. You know, I was like, okay, now I have to take it, and paw.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that was an intense final actually. I remember what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was like editing like the stuff from the past semifinal, and I was just watching the intense. I was like, bro, who's gonna win? Because it's all tied up. Like I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah,
And then shootouts
it
happened,
was
and I was
crazy.
I, I was like I was like, well, since they have Brazil players in that time, I think they might win the match, but I was
Yeah,
like, no way. I was like, no, no, no way G2's gonna
yeah,
take it. And I was like, no way. G2
yeah.
came from underdog. And like that's one of the
We
best
were.
feelings ever.
It was the best. We really were the underdogs from the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
I think they said we would be like the worst team of the tournament, and to not be the worst but to be the best was an amazing feeling, you know. Just to show like, hey, we are also here, you know, to compete. It was one of the best.
Yeah, because I remember like coming from I know you were not there, but coming from the Kings Cup World Cup, I qualify ya as like the second best team because Era Corona did sadly bad. Then for
Hmm.
that, for the Kings Cup start, if I'm correct, my table was I say yeah we're gonna qualify. Yeah, I remember I said yeah we're gonna qualify, but maybe y'all would have stayed maybe like in semifinals depending who y'all would have got.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah,
my prediction, but I didn't expect y'all were gonna reach the final because I did tell my fans and I said, but who knows? Things could switch up. You never know. I said, vice versa could be an underdog. Eracona could be an underdog. Y'all could be an
yeah,
underdog. So, but it ended up
yeah,
being G2's the underdog.
yeah. Fortunately.
Yeah, if I'm correct, you scored 10 goals in that competition, right?
Yes, I had 10 goals and 6 assists, I think. in
Not
that
bad.
competition.
You didn't do really that bad for your first season, actually.
Yeah, yeah. So that usually in the 11 aside, I don't really score much, you know. I
Yeah.
have a lot of chances, but I'm not really a goal scorer. So to find the switch and just start scoring, I was like, wow, okay, it's starting to work. So, you know,
Yeah. And now
it
here
was
comes
amazing.
the part which I think is gonna be funny. How did it feel lifting the whole cardboard box to qualify for the finals of the
Oh,
Kings
wow.
Europe?
The thing is, we sat when we were going to Köln, we were watching the Kings League Mina
Amina.
and the Kings League in Saudi. It was huge, 10,000 fans. I think it was in the arena. I don't know, like 7,000, 5,000, and they had like 140,000 people watching live. So we were like, wow, okay. And then we saw the celebrations and we saw the trophies and stuff. So we thought it's
Yeah.
also going to be like that for us, and because I before this I wasn't really like I didn't really know split and cup and all these differences. So when we won, I thought, okay, everyone's getting a medal and like the best player and the goal scorer and this, and to just have a cardboard cup, and we were like, we were asking each other, where's the cup and stuff, and they said, yeah, no, this is just a cup, and you're just gonna get this. Next season is going to be the champions. It was also a little bit like, I wish I would have rather had a medal than a cardboard, but at the end, it's also very good to win, and so it was a little bit disappointing, but not too much, I would say.
Yeah, I remember, for example, like in Mexico, when Peluche Calegari ended up beating Los Chamos over there in Mexico, they got medals, but I think they were personalized by the president, but by them too. The
Yeah.
league didn't give them any medals, so I was questioning myself when I saw that final. I said, well, so I thought I could have maybe like done something like that, maybe like
Yeah,
maybe not a
maybe
trophy, but it could have been maybe like a medal for
medals.
yeah.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but I guess they decided otherwise, and it was a little bit like But I think the winner of Europe Cup final got the medals and the trophy and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we should have won that, but
yeah, cause like even some of my friends, they were telling me like, did they give anything to G2? And I'm like, no, they only get them like a whole cover, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Just to pass to the final,
a
say under my
cupboard.
opinion, it would have been like at least medals, for every competition actually, like for Mexico as well, or
Mhm.
MENA. And when I saw MENA gain a trophy, I'm like, well, I mean, for them it was understandable because they let's say they're not from Europe or Latin America, so it was
Yeah,
understandable. But like I was like, man, it could have been medals because it was regional
anything.
champions. I said Europe
Yeah,
would have been a
exactly,
different thing, obviously the whole trophy, but since it's our area, it could have been medals at least.
exactly. But it's a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. The main fact is that we won, and yes, and that was the most important to us.
Yeah. Here's a question that I wanted to ask you. I don't know if you can respond. What ended up happening about for the Kings Euro finals? Because I know it was gonna be in Berlin in a whole arena.
Yeah, I don't know. We The problem with this was we were ready for Berlin.
Hmm.
After we won the finals, everyone was like one of the main reasons that we were so excited about this final was that it was going to be Berlin. And if they were to come to Berlin, Berlin is home court advantage. So we would have brought a lot of fans with us, because we are all originally from Berlin. I think like 3 or 4 players last season were like not from Berlin. So we were like super excited, and we were like, okay, we can't wait to have the final in Berlin. And I don't know, they just posted like, yeah, hey, the final is in Köln, and then in Milan, and then Barca, and then we said, "Pah, but we didn't understand why. For us, it was very disappointing because we were ready for Berlin, and I think that little bit like we were a little bit disappointed, and it did like affect us a little bit. So I hope that the next tournaments, Kings League in Germany, that they can organize a bit more,
Hmm.
scheduled from before, because I think they do change it a lot as time goes. So even this year they were saying, seventh place, maybe it will qualify, maybe sixth place will qualify, So I think they should be a bit more organized, and I think if they say something, it should happen, you know. They shouldn't change it last minute, but it's okay, you know. It happens at the end of the day.
Yeah, cause I remember my friend actually I gave him some money for he can like go interview like a lot of yeah and I said yeah go ahead man, cause I was trying to travel but I had school in that time so I couldn't really go.
Hmm.
So I just sent my friend over there from since he lives in Dortmund. I said just go to Berlin, I'll pay you the whatever you need for and just help me out
Yeah.
to see if you can meet the players and be in the field. They did give us green light for my friend to be in the field, be in the arena and stuff. But when we found out, when what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was in school in that time. Yeah, I was still in school and I was in my architect class. My friend calls me. He's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Serpent, there's a problem." And I said, "What happened, man?" He's like, "So they emailed me saying that they're gonna give us the money back because apparently the event is canceled. So I don't know if you know
Yes.
anything that happened." I
Yes.
said, "What you mean like the event is canceled? Like, did they cancel the finals or something happened?" He's like, "Not sure. I'm gonna try to investigate. I'm over here talking with all the guards and stuff, cause like I was over here coming to get my gafet and everything for the finals, and they
Hmm.
just thought it was gonna be canceled." And I was like, okay. So then I was still in school at the time, so I took me like 3 hours later to find out what happened. It said that they were gonna do a three-dimensional final game, and I'm like, okay, what the
Yeah.
heck is this?
Nah, I think it's very stupid in my opinion,
Yeah,
you
it was
know?
really stupid, not gonna lie. Cause
Yeah.
even I was
So,
raging in social media. I was like, bro, like what the hell? Like why did they do this and stuff?
yeah.
And I know it's
It
not
doesn't make
y'all's fault.
sense.
Yeah, it's not y'all's fault. I know it
Yeah.
was Pique's fault because I was even saying like, bro, why you making a three-dimensional final or just making Spain in a small arena or something? But I understand why they
Yeah.
did it is because France had like involvement in this because they didn't participate. So that's
Yeah.
what
So
made it like that.
yeah, if France did participate, I think they would do the semifinals and finals in Berlin, and but it would be amazing. But I think it's also different with three teams. You know, you have to figure it out. So I understand it a little bit. You know.
Yeah, and I thought they were gonna invite like at least men or something like as an invitational for it can be like semifinal and
Hmm.
final. But no, I was like, like no way, bro.
Yeah, it was. This is the first time I've seen like a final with three teams. You know, so I was also like, how does this work and stuff. You know.
Yeah, and I was so disappointed, and a lot of people were telling me like, "But why you raging?" I'm like, "Bro, because we were actually gonna be in our first final for the first time. I said my friend was gonna travel
Yeah.
over there to help me out with stuff, interview
Yeah.
players, and it just removed everything."
Got cancelled. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, it was disappointing, but
Yeah,
you
so
know,
all right, so since it ended up being a three format, I know y'all didn't do well, sadly, but how did it feel playing against Porcinos and I forgot the other
they
Italy
were.
name?
It did Italy. So I wasn't there against Italy. I had some personal issues. I couldn't really go. But Porquinhos, wow. I think maybe I've never played in a format where they are so good. They're so much better than us. We didn't play a team in Germany where we sat and we say, okay, they were so much better. But Porquinos was, they were so much better than us. You know, they were everything that I wanted to do. Guti, I think Guti was one
Good.
step ahead and he was already there. You know, so everything I wanted to do, he already knew how to defend it and what I wanted to do. And well, they were very good. It was I don't like the fact that the camera doesn't do it justice because it's so much more intense on the field. It's way more faster and everything is way quicker. But I think the camera is way too like the quality is too high, so it doesn't do it justice, you know. And the angle is a little bit like, you know. So uh, the final was. I think if we played that final, our best game, like our best game and their worst game, I think they would still beat us because they were just better than us.
Yeah, and the fact that Porcinos actually had I don't know if you heard that they have a team called Ronin over there in Spain. Some of them play Foot 11 and Foot 7 with Porcinos. And when I saw them for the first game, I was like, I hope G2 doesn't suffer because it's gonna be, I said, Porcinos is a really top team over there in Spain.
Yeah, no. They're very good. I think a few of their players were before professional as well. I think they played like La Liga 2 or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
They
think it was
were
Nadir,
they
Guti, those type of players who play professional.
yeah, yeah, they played I think and they are just wow. They're very, very big respect, you know.
Yeah.
They're very good at what they do. So
And
yeah.
a lot of people actually a lot of Spain people came hating my page. And I was like, why I was telling my friends, I was like, why am I receiving hate? Like I haven't even said anything. And then I saw a post before that Porcinos was like you know trying to make show, like saying, oh yeah, we're gonna be the Germans and stuff. And I see a post that
Yeah.
basically I didn't say, but they were saying, let's see how it goes when G2 puts an underdog against y'all. And I was like, oh Jeremy, why you did that, bro? Like, we're not supposed to.
No,
We're a media. We're not supposed to hate.
yeah. No, that's our fault. We should have won, you know, so we
Yeah,
could have your back, but unfortunately they were too good. They were too good.
yeah, and then I had to hold because a lot of people actually now that I think about it, one person actually came to my stream when I was reacting for when y'all were playing against the Italy team. One of them told me like, I don't know why you're wasting time in carrying a league that's like really low, and I'm like, bro, I think you don't know the reason why I'm carrying it because I have a lot of connections in there that not a lot of people
Yeah.
know actually. Because a lot of people have always tell me like, but you don't have like connections with the league, so how you know all this? I said, I cannot say because I don't like saying it, but like. There's players I know. I
Yeah.
said there's people inside that I know that tell me a lot of stuff. So I said
Mhm.
I'm one of the only media people from the USA who knows a ton of stuff about Germany. So,
About the Germany, yeah. Yeah, but don't worry. I think in a few years, like 1 or 2 years, we will also be on the same level because they started way before us, you know. So
mhm.
you can see this year the quality of Kings League Germany was different, you know,
Oh
compared to
yeah,
the last few seasons. So yeah, I think also this Europe final was also like a little bit difficult. We had a lot of problems like within G2, like between each other. Like we were perfect, but I mean like, you know, traveling, and we had a lot of problems when it came to the finals. So that's why we were not able to perform at our best level. But I think in a few years, when we do get to play them again, hopefully, we will show them how good we are. Don't worry
yeah,
about it.
yeah. I remember my friend was telling me in school. He was like, they're like, hey, yeah, Artin is gonna show up because I think some personal problems happened, and I'm like, what you mean Artin is not gonna show up? So like, who are they gonna
Yeah.
play? Like, who are they gonna like? They got no striker. And they're like, I don't know, like maybe Seneca is gonna be the main striker. We don't know. And then next game, Dylan misses the game. I'm like, what's going on in G2?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot. We had Gian was injured also, you know. So
Yes,
Tariq was not
Tariq.
there. He had a newborn child.
Oh
His
yeah.
child was just born, so he couldn't travel. So we had a lot of, you know, problems within the team because the final was meant to be in Berlin, and all of a
Mm,
sudden, you know, so it was hard. But I think the next time we will be way more prepared, and there's no way that they beat us like this.
yeah. So now, oh, okay, now I remember. So now that that ended for the Euro finals, did you receive any offers during the Mercato that happened?
Uh, I received one offer during the Mercato.
Hmm.
It was in the France Kings League.
Oh, okay.
I will not say the team's name, obviously,
Hmm.
but I received an offer from France, and I had a few in Mina. But I think for me it was easy G2. You know, I felt like the most at home, and yeah, so it was always for me G2.
Oh, okay, I see. So you only received one offer from basically two different leagues, basically.
Yeah, one offer. Yeah, I received like one or two offers, and I was like, no, it's. But the team from France, I was willing to play for them because our split ended before
Hmm.
their split ended. So I was willing to finish and then go straight to play for them, and they said yes, okay, and then I got injured, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, I see. So you already had like a whole, how we say it, like a whole agreement with them, basically.
Yes, yes, we had verbal agreement, but unfortunately the injury stopped everything.
Mm, I see. So, what were your thoughts for this? Well, I wouldn't say first split because it will be second split, but the first ever split for to play for a cup. What were your thoughts?
Oh, for me personally, I think they did a big jump from the first cup, Germany Cup that we played. I think they did a big jump, very big. I think Istanbul United also brought a lot of fans, a lot of people into Kings League, and more people they were watching and say, "Hey, Kings League is actually very fun." So I think they took a huge step, and I think it's very important now that they take another step, add one or two more teams to make it even more competitive, like the Spanish leagues and
Mm,
the other leagues, like the Italian league or the different leagues around the thing around the world, like the Brazilian league, they need to make it so much competitive that every team fights against each other. Because I think there's still like one or two teams who always are showing up in the semifinals and stuff. So I think they're in the right step, and if they just keep going and add like maybe two more teams, like 10 teams, so they can create like different groups, it would make it even higher.
yeah.
The competitiveness would go up. Everything I think would go even higher than it is.
Okay, I see. So you don't know exactly like why Futbolistas Locos left then, right?
No, no,
No.
no. Personal intel like between kings, I don't really know.
Okay.
Uh, I'm not really connected with the people there as much. Just
Okay.
more so with the players and the staff, the coaching staff, and yeah.
Yeah, because well, I have been trying to ask people like what was the reason? And I know Nick with this one streamer named DJ Mario from Spain, the president from Ultimate Mostoles. He was telling that it's because they got a team in the Icon League, and I'm like, oh okay, but I want to see like the reason why exactly like they left.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know to be honest. I don't know if they're in the Icon League, but maybe I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah, so or well, at least thanks for the response. So yeah,
No problem.
So yeah, this split, I remember I got personal information from Istanbul United that they were gonna join. I know they were already like looked up from last season, but I know they were gonna play in the Icon League, but something happened with Mert and the league. And
Hmm.
yeah, so they ended up joining Germany, and I remember I told everyone in my stream, I was like raging like mad. I'm like, just watch this team and the whole Germany league is gonna grow. Watch, and they're like, nah, like the views are not that
Yeah.
good. And then when I was watching, I think it was like the fourth match day, if I'm correct. I was calculating stats for goals and stuff, and then I see that they were like multi-streaming, and I see that the own league had 4K views, which is a record that we never reached since the first split. It
Yeah.
was always like at least 1K, like or 800 people,
Yeah.
but seeing 4K people seeing the game,
It was
it was
crazy.
just crazy.
It was crazy. I think on YouTube as well. Uh, usually people watch it on Twitch, but I go on YouTube. It's more like easy
Yeah.
for me. Uh, I think it had like our game against Istanbul United had like 1.3 million, like
Hmm.
not live, but people who clicked on the stream and watched it. So it was crazy to go from 15,000 to 1 million. It was amazing.
Yeah.
They brought they brought a lot of fans. So maybe I don't know if it was bots or something. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure, but
actually, I told my friend because he knows mostly about that type of stuff. I said, check if there's like any bots. They said like 80% of the people is actually real people. Like that, it's just crazy. And then when we
that's
compare it
crazy.
like with, I think it was with Nisi and Trimax with their stream, and I think Yaspers and MOBA, it ended up being 40K in total. And I was like,
Yeah.
dang,
Wow.
that's a whole
Crazy. 40.
level.
Wow. It's a lot. It's so much. So that's why it was insane. This season was very good. This season was
Mm-hmm.
very good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
how I told all my friends who mostly are in Kings League Mexico. I said, to me, under my opinion, I said, yeah, I miss a good tournament in Germany, under my opinion, because I always them like at least
Yeah.
watch one game with me, but it's understandable because we have to stay up in the morning. But I said it's gonna be like around 12. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I tried to make them watch. Some of my friends were like, "Nah, I don't like it much." Well, I said it's fine, don't worry. But yeah,
Whatever.
when
Yeah.
this whole tournament was really really good. Not gonna lie, I think everyone did
Was
good,
really.
well except for my team, but they ended up playing like some good games and stuff. but like I think it was like
Oh,
really really underrated. Not gonna lie, this season was really
yeah,
underrated.
underrated for sure. For sure, I would also say very underrated.
Yeah, because we see teams like vice versa. We never who would have thought that Tiki Taka was gonna make it to the first place.
Oh,
Like that was just crazy.
crazy. Yeah, yeah, crazy. In Tiki Taka, I think the first two seasons they were not good at all, and
Yeah.
then boom to Zizou and all the other players to go crazy like this is big respect.
Yeah, and then some of my well, I have one friend that actually goes for yeah G2. Like, what's going on with G2? And I said, I don't know, man. I mean, ever since they lost Artin and their quality plays, it has been going down. So let's see what happens with G2.
Mm. Yeah, we it was difficult for us. We started. I was in Dubai
Yeah.
before the season started. So and in Dubai there's currently war right now.
Oh yeah.
And you know all of these things, so it was very hard for me to leave the country. So we left the country, like I think we bought one two three flights and they all got canceled, and G2 like bought them for me and then they got canceled, and you know they bought me some more tickets, and they finally got a ticket that was like not canceled. So I had to go from Amman. From Amman I had to go like all over the place, and then to finally be in Köln, I think I was on the way for 24 hours. And then the next day we had training, and then the next day we had match. So I was fully like super tired. The team was all like they had work and this. So the
Mhm.
first few weekdays, we were not the best because we had like you know some personal things. But I don't know. Uh, Normally we were in terms of quality we were very good, but I think it was a unfortunate season. When things don't click, they don't click, you know. And we don't get the referee calls, we don't get the penalties, we don't get the goals, we miss, and yeah, it just stacks up on each other, and then. But at the end, you know, semifinal was also a good milestone, you know, for such a hard season.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was telling my friend, I said, "Calm down, maybe they're gonna make a playoff season." I said, "I don't think they're gonna be down because with Era Colonia, I said comparing Era Colonia to G2, I said, under my opinion, G2 are doing way better than Era Colonia." They're like, "You think
Yeah,
so?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Watch, they're gonna make it playoffs." But and my friend was scared because like we were also playing as well. Calm down, bro. Like your team is gonna make it because I they have
yeah,
better players and stuff. And yeah, you ended up making all the way
yeah,
to the semifinals. So
yeah, yeah. The team is krank, we say in German. They're crazy, you know.
yeah,
They're really like it's like a family, you know. Everyone like is happy for the other players. So I think that took us far, but it wasn't enough, you know.
yeah. So yeah, and then when that happened, I told my friend, I said, "You see, y'all made it far. Maybe y'all might go to another final." He's like, "I don't know, man, but it's a good thing we made it. We made it." You see. I see. I told you, like, be patient. He was like, how you were not
Yes,
pitched
yes.
through your team?" I said, "Oh no, my team." I'm like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but you know what I think. And
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you. I hear.
yeah,
Yeah,
and but yeah, and then after that, I was like, when I calculate, I was like, yeah, G2 like they started bad, but they ended up like changing chip and everything ended up going. Even Senokak did play better like in the last few games. I was like, who's
for
this, bro?
me, for me, Senochak is my opinion. Respect to Gilles Vidal, I think also he deserves it also. But I think for me was MVP. You know, uh,
Hmm.
he had the most goals, and I think he had the most MVPs. If I'm not wrong, maybe I could be wrong. I think him or Rachel, one of them, they had the most MVPs. So for me personally, Sanochak is I think MVP, but also Gilles Vidal did win the final, so I think he also deserves it a lot. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. I was like, maybe Gisby is gonna finish top scorer since he has to play the
Mhm.
final. But no, I was really surprised that Senokak
Yeah.
actually managed to win the top score.
Yes, for sure. But Gilles Vidal is also different quality. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, definitely. So here's my well, the question that ended up being your final season, this one. How did you get injured? Because I never find out like what happened to you.
So during the last situation in the Tiki Taka game,
Hmm.
I go to put my body on the line. I think for the penalty, I put my body on the line, and a player from Tiki Taka he tries to get the ball, and I put my leg on the line. So when I stamp on the ground, he hits my knee, and my knee goes inside, and it goes out of place. And I felt it in the moment, and I knew like something is wrong. And in that moment, I tore my MCL and my ACL. So I tore both of them fully, and yeah, it was very difficult.
Yeah, that actually could have been a ending career type injury because it's both of them. Then now that
Yeah.
you're telling me this, then that's actually scary.
Yeah, it was for me also because usually I know if there's something wrong because I try to work a lot on like my joints to strengthen it. So I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know it was ACL. I thought, okay, my MCL is wrong and it's all good. Like MCL takes 1 or 2 months to recover, but to hear the news from the doctor that your ACL and MCL is fully torn, it was very hard in the moment.
How many months did they give you?
They told me usually it takes 9 months to be safe. Six, you can come back after 6 months as well. But to be safe, most doctors they say after surgery, 6 to 9 months. And it's been 1 or 2 months after my injury, but I have still not taken the surgery. I need to strengthen the leg and remove the swelling. So I think in around winter, in 6 months, I think I would be back, and maybe that depends on my body if I want to play or I want to take some more time to be safe, you know?
Okay, so yeah, so if there's no cup competitions, basically, yeah, so you'll probably miss the cup. Germany, there's another cup
Yeah.
competition. So yeah,
Yes, for
understandable.
sure.
Okay, so
Yes,
yeah,
for
you
sure. I
probably,
think the next Germany Cup,
yeah.
yeah, I will be missing it for sure. But hopefully I can make it to the split. If there's another split, second split would be amazing to come back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. You will. With exclusive, basically, yeah. There will be another split from what I know, because I think the contract for the Kings League is to 2028. So yeah, yeah. Everyone
Yeah.
will have a split still.
Yes. Hopefully comeback season.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, never mind. I already asked you this question. Are you happy on how your team performed this split?
No. We believed we were the best. We knew we were the best, and we didn't play like we were the best. So obviously we're all very disappointed. We thought we could win the league. We believed we could win the league. I think we had the qualities, and like I said, if we had a little bit more luck on our side and things went our way, I think for sure we could have won the league. But at the end, disappointing. But still, to come back after such difficulties to make it the semifinals, also it shows what the team is. So I'm proud of them as well.
Yeah, so basically 50-50 for this season.
50-50. Yeah, 50-50 for sure.
And actually, now that I think, now that actually, yeah, I wrote it down. Actually, not bad. Actually, just for 4 games, you scored 4 goals, so not bad actually.
Not bad for sure. I had 4 goals and 5 assists. They didn't count one of my assists, I think. I gave it in
Yeah,
the first
I
game
saw. I had
to
to rewatch that game before
yeah.
joining over here, and yeah, it was six
Yeah.
assists.
Yeah, they to Jack House, the goalie. And yeah, they but 4 goals, 5 assists. I really was disappointed because Uh, I wasn't so fit in the first 2 games, but I was training a lot after the first 2 games, and you could see in the Tiki Taka game I was super fit and I was very, very like on form. So I was disappointed because I knew the next few games I would really like turn the switch on, and I think if I was there, I would make a big difference. But it's all God's plan, and I'm happy with it.
Okay, not bad. So, you have any plans for next split? Well, I think you already told me, but like any plans,
Yeah.
hopefully.
I hope still with G2. It's my family, it's my team, but also maybe a bit more into professional football. So it depends on where I am and what we need to do. The next step for me right now is just to recover. come back to 100%, and we will see because it's a very, very dangerous injury.
Okay, I see. And if I'm correct, I think you told me privately, right, that they have a replacement for right now while you recover, right?
Not really. I don't know much, but I think for sure they will have a replacement. But for now, I don't know. They played the season without a replacement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be a
and
good idea, like for example, to bring back Kevin Moreira at least.
I think so too. But it's a lot of things behind the scene. I think that
Yeah.
they're not happy with. So yeah, so that's why they didn't really bring him. But for me, in my opinion, I also think he should come back because he was a big help also to win the German Cup. I think for us, he was also a very big part. So he was my roommate in
Oh,
the
really?
hotels. Yeah, so he's my guy, Kevin Moreira. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so I see. I was actually gonna ask you this question, which is like, who's your favorite teammate? But I wasn't. It was Kevin Moreira then.
uh, I would say I don't really have like a favorite teammate where I say like he's my favorite, but I had a lot of good good teammates in my opinion. Like for example, Gian Uchar, the captain, Mo Izal number 11 was also really close. Memo for me were very close. Jack House, Keno, Deno, the whole team
Uh,
for me. Tariq, they're all my brothers. Stas and yeah, I don't really have a player where I pick and say, yeah, him, but I think the whole team, Ahmed Omeirat, the whole team for me is my favorite. I wouldn't pick a single player.
okay, so basically the entire team then, including staff and
Exactly.
everything.
Jack House, Ben, everyone, the staff, everyone, coach.
Oh, okay, I see. And what's your favorite memory from this? Well, in the time that you have been in G2,
My favorite memory would be the first game, I think, where it switched, a lot of things in my life. And yeah, the moment where I dribble him in the 1v1 for me, I think it's the best moment for me in G2.
okay. And then this is well, this is a question from my as a fan actually. So, taking out Germany, what league would you like to play if they ever like contact you?
Personally, for me, I would love to play for Brazil, the league in
Brazil?
Brazil. That's for me like a big dream because of the passion, the fans, and everything. So I think I would love to play for Brazil, and if not Brazil, then Spain. So I want to play in the best leagues of Kings League.
Okay. Is there a
Also,
team? Uh-huh.
Mexico as well. If
Mexico?
we're being honest, because I think Mexico is also one of the most passionate. I would love to play in a country that has grinta, for the sport. So
Okay, I
yeah.
see. Is there a team that maybe you want to play for in any of those leagues?
For Spain, La Capital, I would say,
Okay.
Lamine Yamal's team. I'm a Barca fan, and for me to
Mm.
play for Lamine would be amazing. With Pablo Beguer, also a good friend. So I would say La Capital in Spain, and maybe in Brazil for Fura, for Neymar's team.
Yura? All right.
Yeah, that's for me. I'm a Barca fan, that's why
Okay.
those two teams for me.
Okay,
Yeah,
not bad
they would be the
actually.
best.
Yeah, for me, for example, I'm a Borussia Dortmund fan since I was a kid, so it's understandable.
Okay.
Is there a
Yeah.
fair play you have from
Marco
Barca?
Royce?
Weapon?
Your favorite player was Marco Royce?
I don't have a lot actually, but favorite player, I will say it will be probably I have a lot actually. I don't have a like favoritism for one, but I will say probably the player that I'm a big fan of. It will be probably Roman Wemfeller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite top
He
players.
is the legend, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, and it will
Yeah.
be also
To be
between
honest.
Sebastian Kell, but I prefer more Roman Wemfeller.
Well, fellow. Yeah. Oh, not a bad pick.
Yeah, how about you for Barca?
Oh, for me, Neymar.
Neymar?
Uh, Neymar for me is my favorite player of all time, and currently right now Lamine Yamal, of course. But I think they are like a copy of each other, you know. So that's for me like my two favorite players.
Okay. I think for me all time, uh, I will pick a legend, but since I like this player a lot, I would say Harry Kane, actually.
Harry Kane?
Yeah, even though he plays for Bayern, which sucks so much, but
Yeah.
Harry
Wow.
Kane, yeah, he's
Okay.
my idol.
Wow. Okay. That's nice.
Yeah. All right. So, for my final question is, you think you can give a message to the young players?
Oh, I am young myself as well. I'm 21, but if there was a message I would give, yeah, I know a
You're
lot of people
21?
don't. Yeah.
Oh, you don't look 21. I thought you were like 30 or something. And I'm
I
20,
know
so
a lot of players. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people think like I'm like 30 and 32, 33, but no. I'm still very young. That's why, you know. Uh a message I would give to everyone, just love football, play, have fun. It's nowadays it's more like a business, you know, but I think it's important to also enjoy the sport and to have fun and yeah, uh, just to enjoy the sport, I think is my main message, and to be grateful for every situation because life comes at you fast, and in any moment you could lose the opportunity to play for this sport that you love. But I think enjoy every moment, and yeah, that would be my message.
okay, not bad. All right, yeah, those are my questions then, Arden. Hopefully, I can meet you in person if you're still available in Germany, which I was gonna go last year, but things happen. So
Yeah.
now that I have full contact with the league,
Hopefully this next split. And Paul, it would be also a pleasure for me to meet you. It would be really nice and for you to see everything that goes on in the background. It's really cool, and I think a lot of people who don't know about Kings League should try and watch and try to attend the games and to see like it's really intense football and really good level, and everything behind the scenes, the streamers and everything. It's top for me.
yeah, I have a still an invite pending by the league because they texted me. They were proud with me that I covered the Germany national team because I was the only one who covered
Yeah.
them. I think it's called Suerigo or something like that. He also covered, but I was
Yes.
mostly the one who was with news, all player picks and stuff. So I was
Yeah.
more inside in the Kings League. And they told me as a reward that whenever you feel comfortable or time, just text us and we'll give you VIP tickets and we show you behind the scenes and
Yeah.
stuff. So that
Yes.
I'm trying
Yes.
really
Yes.
hard to go. So
Yeah, yeah. You should, you should. This next split, I hope to see you there if I'm also there.
yeah, definitely. I told a lot of people that hopefully I can go because before the league disappears or anything, I'm trying to like go to my main league because it's crazy that someone from the
Yeah.
United States is covering a whole German league. So.
Germany, yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and then since sadly,
Nice.
this is how I was telling my friends that maybe next year might be my final split since I'm gonna go back to
Mhm.
college. But my media pitch is gonna be still alive. Like it's just gonna be run by one of my
Yeah.
friends. So while
Nice.
I finish school, then that's when I'm gonna come back.
For sure. Wow. Do your thing. Focus on life, and it would be a pleasure to see you hopefully next to the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. And also one more question. Hopefully, I can try to do a penalty shootout on one goalkeeper actually. I was gonna
Yeah.
tell you like who you want me to pick for if they allow me to do a penalty shootout.
In Kings League?
Yeah, in the Germany one.
If oh, I would say Jack Kraus, my goalkeeper.
Your goalkeeper? Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah, for
If
sure.
I ever go over there and they allow me, then hopefully I can try to contact you and
Yeah. Him or Nicholas Reichel, I would say also one of the goalkeepers.
not
But I'm
bad.
not really close with him, you know, but I think Jack Kraus would be perfect.
Okay, not bad. Yeah, because I mean I used to play football, so I'm trying to like see if I can I'm still good at penalty shootouts.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right, man. Do you have any social medias extra apart from Instagram or just Instagram?
I have Instagram and TikTok, but I'm not really active on TikTok. It's the same name, WK Artin, and also YouTube, but I don't really. I'm active on Instagram, I would say the most. So, Yeah, it's my main platform.
All right, so you want me to just drop your Instagram under here?
This would be perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Thanks for joining me. So, guys, this is the end of this interview. Artin was my first ever Kings League Germany person. Hopefully, I can get more players to do in my podcast. Subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to activate notifications for more videos of mine apart from the Kings League and Kings League. And hopefully, see ya in the next video. Thanks, guys.